I just bought a new mic with an XLR connection, but how do I best connect it? Well, after many hours of searching the internet and speaking to experts, I found out, and I'm going to share it with you in this video. I have just purchased the RODE NTG4 Plus, and after I placed the order, I started to look for a way to connect it to my Canon EOS250D, and there was none. Unless you have a really expensive camera with an XLR input, you will need to find a way to either connect the microphone directly to your camera or extract the audio in some other way. And I'm going to show you how. I contacted a major online shop specializing in video and audio equipment and asked them, what is the best way to connect my RODE NTG4 Plus? And they suggested this, an XLR to jack cable. And boy, was that a bad idea. When you buy a fairly expensive microphone, you do so because you want great audio. And I also told the online shop that I didn't want to compromise too much on the audio with the type of connection that they recommended. Now let's just connect it and hear how it sounds. So this is the audio coming from the NTG4 Plus connected directly into the camera. As you can hear, the audio is, well, quite bad, and it also sounds rather metallic, and it's only marginally better to the built-in microphone. So this is definitely not a way to go. Sadly, this was the cheap option, costing only around $20 US. While I have seen other YouTubers do a series of connectors and adapters through different types of cell phone equipment that could, in some way do the trick. But every time you put on a new connector, a new cable, a new adapter, your audio quality will suffer. And if you purchased a fairly expensive microphone, you will want to have the best audio quality. My only option was therefore to go with a dedicated audio recorder with an XLR input. And I chose this, the Zoom H4nPro. This is an audio recorder and it has two XLR inputs on the bottom. Now let's just hear how the RODE NTG4 Plus sounds together with the Zoom H4nPro dedicated audio recorder. So this is the audio coming from the RODE NTG4 Plus connected directly into the Zoom H4nPro recorder. Now let's just run the clips back to back. But before we do that, please just take a few seconds to like, subscribe, and also click the bell button to receive notifications. It will mean a huge deal to me, so thank you so much. So this is the audio coming from the NTG4 Plus connected directly into the camera. So this is the audio coming from the RODE NTG4 Plus connected directly into the Zoom H4nPro recorder. So this is sound coming from the Ceramic Blink Pro 500. So this is the audio coming from the NTG4 Plus connected directly into the camera. So this is the audio coming from the RODE NTG4 Plus connected directly into the Zoom H4nPro recorder. So this is sound coming from the Ceramic Blink Pro 500. And as you can hear, there is a noticeable difference. Please write down in the comments which you think is the best one. So let's just sum up. If you're like me and just wanted to improve the quality of your recordings a bit, and therefore wanted to buy a dedicated microphone, you really need to look into what connection the microphone has and what connection the camera has. If those two are not compatible, you would need to find some way to extract the audio. And as you can probably hear from the recordings here today, the best way to do that with an XLR microphone is to use a standalone audio recorder, such as the Zoom H4nPro. It could be any other recorder, but you would need at least some way to subtract the audio. I will make a video later on how you actually then sync up the audio, because if you're like me, the first thing I thought about was, well, how do I then get the audio file to line up with the recording so that my mouth is not out of sync? It's actually quite easy, and I will show you that in a later video. This was all for this video. Thank you so much for watching it, and please just take a few seconds to like, subscribe, and also hit the bell button to receive notifications. Until next time, bye-bye.